nostalgia is a powerful force, and the music is a really important part of those games. So playing the music brings back those childhood experiences, and it just feels good. It's unique. No music sounded like that before then, and no music's really sounded like that since.
I like to take old school Nintendo games and rock them out, bring them to life like you've never seen them before. We play a lot of conventions and stuff, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Everybody has their own connection to some game that they love, and they love the music.
It's changed a lot over the years. We started off playing bars and stuff. It was always strange. People didn't really know what we were going for. We had a couple of great shows, but all in all, we struggled to find a place that was going to enjoy the music in the same way that we did.
It's a big job to transcribe a game, so for us, we have to love it too, because it's got to be a labor of love, because it's a ton of work.
This game's hard. Because of emulators and just sort of the revival of retro games these days, you can download them all on your Wii, or get them all for free on your PSP or whatever you want, right? So I think that's bringing a sort of new generation to these kinds of things, because the games are fun. I mean, they're playable for 20 years for a reason.
We actually transcribe it note for note, just with our mad music skills, and then we arrange it for our band setup. So 2 guitars, keyboards, bass, and drums. So sometimes we have to cut stuff out, sometimes we have to put stuff together, and we kind of have to know in our head what's going to sound good before we write it down on paper. Then we get together and just sight read it and slowly figure it out.
Are you sure that'll work? Actually, we enjoy the novelty factor, but we're often surprised how many people have never played these games but still really like Thwomp because they love the music. It's interesting because a lot of the styles we think are taken from bands, like Mega Man 2, or all the Mega Man for that matter, is totally just Iron Maiden, just done in like 8 bits. We sort of think like if they had the ability to play the rock sound like we do, that's what they would have made. They were just simply limited by the technology, but some awesome songwriters and stuff. So that's part of where we feel we do a bit of a tribute, where we can actually, in some ways, create these songs in the way they were maybe imagined to be heard. And of course, they're just designed for playing live too. Like lots of them have all these dueling guitar leads where it's this call and return stuff back and forth. Like they're hilarious tunes and super fun to play live.